La selección de Alemania entrenó en Filadelfia previo al partido contra México en el Lincoln Financial Field, casa de los Eagles de la NFL, un estadio que tiene cancha híbrida, es decir, pasto sintético y pasto natural. Este será el segundo partido para los germanos en territorio estadounidense después de que el sábado pasado vencieron 3-1 al conjunto de las Barras y las Estrellas, dirigido por Greg Berhalter, y que se había puesto al frente en el marcador con un golazo de Christian Pulisic, pero que le daría la vuelta el conjunto de Alemania. Respecto a México, lo que espera y también lo poco que conoce del conjunto mexicano, dirigido por otro entrenador joven como Jaime Lozano, el estratega de Alemania, Julian Nagelsmann, habló en conferencia de prensa.
National coach Jaime Lozano, that is also really young. And what do you think about his work?
Yeah, I do not know him in a personal way, but at the end, I just can analyze when I watch the games. That is a clear idea of build-up game. He tried to focus on pushing the ball as quick as possible, and the opponents have, and try to go on the second ball. They are really good in counter pressing. They do not have a lot of turns in ball possession, and do not try to have 20 minutes ball possession in their own half because they want to play on the second ball. They play a lot of diagonal passes, and it's a quick movement towards the opponent's goal. It's not that easy to defend. They're very aggressive. I think in a positive way he as well. You want to see aggressive team, and yeah, I think last couple of games it were good games of Mexico. So at least tomorrow I get to know him in a personal way, but at the moment I just can analyze how his team perform on the pitch, and that's well.
Most of the coaches speak how different is managing a national team to a club level. If you could share your experience on how has it been for you, and correct me if I'm wrong, because this might got lost in translation. You mentioned that you wouldn't do as many substitutions for this game against Mexico. What led you to take this decision?
I answer the second question first. I think it's important for a team to get some rhythm. I mentioned before in German, so that's not easy for you to understand or to. I don't know if the interpreter did it in the perfect way. Just kidding. Was just kidding. It's important to get rhythm. It's important that we have some players on the pitch who get linked to each other. They get used to each other because they do not have a lot of games with each other because they are all playing in different clubs. So at the end, rhythm is an important topic. And also, when you have two games in such a short period of time, you do not have a lot of training sessions to see the players who did not play from the beginning on Saturday, if they are now at the moment in the perfect shape to play on Tuesday. So at the end, when they perform well in the game, normally as a manager, you do not have the idea to change a lot. There will be some changes because it's important that other players also get rhythm. But there will be some changes also perhaps in the halftime, not only from the beginning. So you have more opportunities as a manager to do some changes, not only from the beginning. I know that the players always want to start, and for the feeling it's always a big difference if they play the first 45 minutes or the second 45. But at least for a manager, it's not a big difference because they play 45 minutes and you see them 45 minutes and they have a chance to show the best performance in 45 minutes. But at least I know that all the players are more upset if they come into the game when it starts the second time. What was the first question? Just remember, please. I repeat. I'm not that experienced as a national coach, so I do not have a lot of experience. It's just my first week with all the players. But at the end, I think it fits perfect to me because in the club it was always like that the media and the people around say that there's a kind of a problem that I do not talk that much and that often with my players. Perhaps they have a lot of ideas to deal with. It's not that easy. So as a national coach, I have to shut down a little bit the ideas. It should be a bit easier for them, so I can improve and work on this topic. And also a big topic as a national coach is to have some meetings with the players and some speech with the players. And I talked to nearly every player this week. sometimes 1 hour or 45 minutes, so a lot of time to talk to them. So it's also a big topic where I can improve. So I think for me it fits perfect, and at the moment I feel really comfortable. I was impressed how quick all the players did the things we do on the training pitch and in the sessions. So we have a good movement in the game. We adapt in a quick way. So I'm happy at the moment. You know it by your own. If you win, it always feels good. If you lose, it always feels not that good. So let's keep on winning. Then I always will have a perfect feeling as national coach.
Thank you. Dankeschön, auch wenn es nicht so viel Arbeit war.
As she said, Lozano is the youngest coach that Mexico have in too many years. You are the youngest coach for Germany in 9 decades. In your experience, these decisions for what helps to the teams, German and Mexico, to get out to the hardest moment that we live in the few years?
I was a lot of time in my career was confronted with the question because of my age. So I think the Mexican coach is the same situation. At the end, I think it's not the right way to talk about the age and not to think about it. The most important thing is that you can catch your players, that you have ideas your players are convinced in, so they can develop, and at least the players just want to win games in their clubs and also in the national team. The most important topic for them is to develop, but at least in the national team, the most important topic is not to develop because they do not have a lot of time to develop in an individual way. They just want to win the games, so you have to find an idea which fits to your players, an idea where they feel comfortable with, an idea so that they are convinced in you and your coaching stuff. That's an important topic, and I try to do that, and I think my Mexican colleague, tried to do it as well. And at the end, we all want to be successful, and I think we both want to start with that tomorrow.
Sin duda que uno de los referentes de la Mannschaft en los últimos años, pese a la crisis que ha vivido, sigue siendo Thomas Müller. El delantero del Bayern Múnich también estuvo en conferencia de prensa y habló de este segundo partido por Estados Unidos.
Hemos cambiado mucho. Los jugadores y nuestro estilo de juego también ha cambiado. Al menos nuestro estilo cambió en los últimos 3 partidos. No es fácil analizar a los entrenadores de México. Pero esperamos poder hacer un buen juego. México ama el fútbol y Alemania también, y por eso creo que será un gran juego.